This place is absolutely massive. There's so much going on here at this expo. It's sort of insane. The Game On Expo is such a different beast than any other expo I've been to. It literally had every conceivable facet of video games and gaming in general wrapped inside of it. Not only are there the standard things like vendors and panels, but there's stuff that's like goes through the whole culture of gaming and collecting and everything. There was artwork, there was tabletop gaming, there were arcades that were free to play, and there was pinball machines that were free to play. There was also a really cool display of the ArtofNintendoPower, which, though they had been at the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo, Archon brought out a whole nother set of artwork for this one that made it feel like a different experience altogether. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Look at all this Nintendopower goodness. There's your childhood train man. There was voice actor talent, and of course, there were deals. Yeah, so 20 bucks. I'm gonna walk around the expo, I'm gonna show you what I saw, and I'm gonna show you my pickups along the way. I don't care if they're not valuable, I just love this game. So the expo's great with what's there, but the best thing is the community.
What's going on?
Everyone, this is the man who sold me Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut in the box. That was the last box I needed for my collection, and you, sir, brought it to me.
I'm glad it could go to a good home.
And I'm not gonna show your significant other. Oh, I'm so sorry! In addition, there was a lot of vendors who vend locally at this event as well. Elliot and the crew from Game Tower was there, Romeo and LA Video Games was there.
That's amazing.
And just a lot of other faces and names that were wonderful to see at this event. But maybe one of the coolest things is making new friends, like Dan and Elisa from JRPG Life. I'm walking with the heroes of Arizona. It turns out that we have a lot of things in common, like our love of expensive cardboard. Hey Elisa, what do you think of this box?
That's expensive cardboard.
The channel JRPG Life is really similar to mine in that it's focused on finding great deals on video games, going to expos, talking about specialty areas of the collecting hobby, but in particular, they're highly knowledgeable of JRPGs, something I know very little about. The local expos I've been to are a Saturday-Sunday event, but this one is a Friday, Saturday-Sunday event, so I was rushing out there on Friday to try and get to the event in time for the PixelGameSquad panel. I don't know if I'm at the right entrance. Downtown Phoenix is great, but it was a little bit hard to navigate the city, and especially if you're kind of in a rush, so I wasn't sure where I was parking and if I was even in the right place. So I get there about an hour early, I walk around the expo floor to just check things out, and very quickly find Riff and Ricky as they're walking into the panel for Retro Rick and Phoenix Resale.
What's up, bro? Help me, God. What's up, Mort?
How are you guys?
It's crazy. My money's gone.
Well, I had a burning question that the people want to know, and I needed to find out.
Mort.
Yeah, between the two of you, who do you feel is more attractive on camera, just in general, for the channel? Retro Rick and Phoenix Resale's panel ended. Caleb, how'd that go?
Great to see you, man. It was, you know, as good as I could have expected.
And it was our turn to set up and do the PixelGameSquad panel. One of the things that I appreciate about Riff, he did some really out-of-the-box stuff for his panels in general.
So this will be the last item, so we'll keep this off to the side, but there is a whole bunch of stuff.
A lot of panels end up being long Q&A sessions, which are really interesting and informative, but Riff does these competitions where there's a lot of giveaways, and that's certainly what was in store for the panel today.
Actually, close your eyes, keep them closed. Pick a number between 8. Between 1 and 8.
5.
You just got it. We're going to thank you guys for being amazing little clothes. We have so much fun just being stupid all day.
I got to be in the room hosting and talking to people as they came up to answer the questions. We were doing trivia on video game music, and people did pretty good. But we were generous with our hints. I think everybody who walked up ended up winning a free video game. And that was cool. As fans of JRPGs, Elisa was really excited when Ricky gave her this.
You can have it. I was just using it to carry stuff around.
Wow!
That's so beautiful.
It is.
That makes this like the 5th version of Dancing All Night that we had in our collection.
Oh, wow. That's a deep cut because that's an E3 gift, right?
Yeah. So cool.
Now with the panel concluded, I had a little bit of time to walk around the show floor and see what was there. Look at this! The soda bag!
This is the best thing ever.
There's a lot of variant cartridge sort of things for the N64, and while I don't think that you need to have all the variants to have a complete set, if I find them for cheap, I'm gonna get them. One variant is this Backstage Assault cart variant. The original one is blue, and the gray variant can cost upwards of $250 or more. So I guess there's one item I'm looking for, WWF No Mercy, the USA-1 variant. If your cartridge says -1 next to the original printing below it, there's a patch in that cartridge that fixes something. I was hoping to find one of these out on the show floor, but other than a couple of sealed WWF No Mercies, I didn't have too much luck. How do you pronounce this?
Sherazade is what I would say.
Shirazazad?
We christened these Sherazazad. Arcades are cool, but free-to-play pinball is even cooler.
I could play this all day.
I feel like with arcade games, there's something about the joystick and button experience that makes that unique, but I didn't play a lot of games in the arcade. I was mostly a console guy. Pinball, though, is really just a one-of-a-kind experience. So whenever there's free-to-play pinball machines that don't cost me $1 or $2, I'm in on that all day. Well, not all day. I had a lot of other things to do, too. I'm not a nerd.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
This is a magic moment. I'm watching Dan and Elisa film in real time. JRPG Life behind the scenes. Oh my gosh. This is a magic moment. We're watching them film amazing footage for their YouTube channel. Guys, this is incredible. This Earth Defense Force box is clean. It also comes with the manual. I was really tempted to get it and I almost bought it, but then I was kind of thinking, why? I'm not like a huge shoot 'em up fan, and not everything that's a good deal is worth getting. Sometimes you just need to kind of let it go and let other people get the deal for the game that they really want. So I left it behind. On day 2 or 3 it had sold, so good for you, whoever bought it. Yeah, so we're seeing lots of cool stuff here. This expo has a lot going on at it, but I haven't bought anything yet. One of the things that I love to do at expos is to see the cool stuff that other people got.
Pick this up for $5. Scarface, Sonic,
Great collection.
Eternal Darkness.
Oh, one of the best GameCube games ever.
Boom. Got it for 15. I was with Hot Wheel Ricky when I got this. Brand new.
Is that the Persona one?
We didn't have it yet.
I'm just gonna play this.
Yeah, it's her
You're gonna bite this?
Her new
Play
dude.
it.
Oh, I thought you said bite this.
Oh, yeah. A VV doll.
This is a box. That's expensive cardboard.
That was a big hit today.
Whoa.
Oh my god, some Famicom. This one's from John Riggs.
He had us sold when he said it's a horrible game.
Yeah.
Here, $50.
And how much is that game worth right now?
Like 150. Laser disc, Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, $1 each. And this one, $10. It was $12.
Yeah.
$12.
Love it.
It goes for 30.
This was one of the most tempting things for me to buy at the entire expo. This is something I'd seriously considering buying just for the box alone. I've never seen the box before.
That's expensive cardboard.
I kind of regret that I didn't get it. I'm gonna buy something.
It's incredible.
Here at this table, I see in front of me the Nintendo 64 cleaning kit box. Is 15 your best for a cleaning kit box?
For you, I give you 10.
Oh my gosh! I'm adding this box to the collection, and now I have a complete boxed N64 set. Huzzah! There's a bunch of NES games here, and especially these Capcom boxes look really interesting to me.
What you're looking at right here are bangers.
130 plus 150, so that's 280.
Let's haggle.
Now I made an offer that was a little lower than what they were asking because I just wanted to see if we could go lower.
225. Let's go to 235 out the door.
You got a deal.
235, let's go.
Okay, all right. And then I did something horrible. I actually didn't follow through here on the 235 price.
Remember everybody, these are bangers.
But then I realized it was Kollector Protector, and I needed a bunch of their cases for things. Let me show you a couple of the things that I got. First, Kollector Protector boxes and cases are, I think in general, just a much better make than the standard stuff you can buy on eBay. I've bought packs of clear, cheap plastic cases for my games here before, but you can tell that the quality is not too high. Kollector Protector makes some of the best cases, I think, in the game when it comes to these plastic cases. I need one NES, yeah. 3 Game Boy. 3 Game Boy. Their cases are a little thicker than the standard bulk ones you can buy like on eBay, and I think that they're just maybe a little bit better made as well. So if you have some of those items in your collection that you're wanting to really protect from the elements, especially these cardboard boxes are like, what, 40 years old for Atari and older, and 30 plus years for NES games. So you want to have something that protects it against damage or scratching. And so that's what I got this for. I needed it for this Donkey Kong one. I mean, it fits perfectly. Like size, measurements, everything. It's awesome. Oh, Zelda box. Okay. Then we have the Metroid Special Edition. And then we've got the 2 acrylics.
N64 cartridge.
N64 cartridge. I wanted a protective case for some of my more valuable N64 games. This is like a plastic, slides open here. Slide in your game, slide it back. And not only do you have a harder shell protecting maybe your more valuable items, but this thing actually has protection against light and other things that could mess up a label over time. So what am I at price-wise so far on all this? 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Okay. And then I threw out an offer for the NES games at the end. You had me at $225 on this one, yes. Was what we said before. Yep. Would you do 200 for all of this? So 250 for all of it.
Can you do cash or you don't have the cash?
I don't have the cash.
Can we do?
But if you want to charge me $210
out the door.
That's an insane deal for these games. So we paid $210 for these, and then 50 of these. I got 1942 complete in box. This box is in pretty good, clean shape overall. They had it originally marked at $75. 1943 also at $75. I played this game so much. I recently played it a bunch as well. Commando, this is a game that means a lot to me. I loved playing it in the arcade. I already have the cartridge, but I wanted a good condition copy of it in box. They were charging 60 bucks, and this is a 5-screw with the hang tab. Ghosts and Goblins. They had this originally at 70 bucks complete in box. I gave my boxed copy to Ricky years ago, and have since kind of wanted it back because I love this artwork on the cover. It's so cool looking. These are all Capcom games. I didn't expect to find deals this good on the show floor, but it happened. Thank you guys so much. This is a killer deal. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
But wait, there's more. Hello. So they had this for 25 bucks, brand new sealed, which is a great price. But, and you did it for 20. I did. It's a good deal. This is the best booth at the Expo. Sorry, everybody else. It's the Legend of... How do you say that? Is it Legend of Cage or Legend of Kage? What's your vote?
I say it's Legend of Cage.
Okay. I've heard Kage, but I thought it was Cage. We need to turn into a real expert who knows JRPGs and Japanese stuff way better than we do. Right here. What is it? Kage.
My mind's blown. For 30 years, it's been Cage.
This is a game that I never see, but it's really affordable. You can still get new copies for $20 to $25. And that really concluded day one for me. I couldn't believe the stuff that I got, and so I'm gonna go home. I feel like I'm lost. Oh my gosh, I think I made it. Now on day 2, I had a particular mission. I picked up 2 games at the swap meet that I'm gonna try to trade up. But not for my collection. I'm gonna try and trade it up for a local mental health clinic that's providing services to kids and families and see if we can get them $1,000. So I went back to the Kollector Protector guys.
I was hired to work this booth. Total coincidence.
And looked at what else they had and ended up buying more things. First thing was a Simpsons game I don't have. Bart vs. the World. They had this at $35. There's no manual for it. So I'll be on the lookout for one of those. But my understanding of the reviews on this game is that it's actually a pretty decent Simpsons game. So I was excited to add this one to the collection. I think this era of Simpsons, really seasons 2 through 10, I think are just solid gold. And then maybe seasons 11 through 15, there's some really great episodes. And then after that, I tuned out. This era of it really represents something to a lot of childhoods, especially for people like me who grew up on The Simpsons. I think I was the same grade as Bart when the show debuted. Just gave me this N64 box, which is basically mint. It has the cardboard inside of it as well for $20.
Boom.
$20?
So here's the thing. Retro gaming, there's still deals to be had out there, okay? You just gotta hunt for them.
Especially when you are generous,
right?
Like Kollector Protector is.
We want to make sure collectors get what they need.
This is staying with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'm browsing around the show floor when I see a Dreamcast. I don't know if it's a reproduction, a homebrew, whatever it is.
It's a port of the Sammy Thomas Wave game. Turns out that the Thomas Wave and the Dreamcast are very similar in hardware spec.
Rad.
So Thomas Wave games, some of them do translate pretty well over to the Dreamcast.
Yep.
They play good. Yeah. Not excellent, but it is a really cool way to play what I would consider dying hardware.
This is sort of like Metal Slug on Dolphins.
So that's a package that I put together to try to make it look as official of a Dreamcast release as possible.
Super rad. The other game he had at the booth, this is his last copy of it, was Translated 7 Mansions on the Dreamcast. That's normally a Japan-only game. I love this era of survival horror in many ways because of the tank controls and all that. There's a nostalgic appeal to that, even though there's a design element of it that drives me crazy. But once you get into the rhythm and flow of it, it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to trying this game out. Grab these boats are 50 bucks each, total of $130. Pretty stoked to find these. So after a couple of days at the Game On Expo, I am beat. But I had so much fun walking around the show floor, just being a fan, hanging out with people. I'm just appreciative that you're here checking out the channel as well. Now, before I conclude, I want to let you know, in the next couple of videos, I'm going to be doing a Trade Up for Charity challenge, where we're going to take a small amount of video games and try and build it into a much bigger pile, and then we're going to sell everything off and donate all of the proceeds, 100% of it, I'm not keeping any of it, to a mental health clinic in downtown Los Angeles that's doing great work with kids and families. Every dollar is going to go to that. I can't wait to tell you more. This is going to be a chance for us to do a lot of good, and I'm really excited about that. I will see you next time on Mort's Garage. You take care.